Ever since UFC 293 was announced, a lot of fans have been wondering who is going to headline UFC 293. Now, it is obvious that Israel Adesanya will 100% be on the card and very likely be the headliner, but I think there's a very good chance it's going to be Israel Adesanya going for double champ status against Jamahal Hill. Now, there's a lot of little reasons why this could be the case, and the main reason for this is Dana White has been quoted saying this, and this is via lowkickmma.com, but this was said in an interview after a press conference, and someone said something like, oh hey, it's going to be a very quick turnaround from Dricus du Plessis versus Robert Whittaker to make a quick turnaround again in only a few weeks to fight Israel Adesanya. Dana White said, will make an announcement soon about who Israel Adesanya will fight at UFC 293. Now, when this was said, a lot of fans speculated that potentially Israel Adesanya was going to headline UFC 293 against Khamzat Chimaev, but it sounds like Khamzat Chimaev is in the works now to fight Kamaru Usman, and more notably at 170 pounds in October, after the time that UFC 293 is going to take place. So, is Robert Whittaker versus Dricus du Plessis, the winner of that, really going to make such a quick turnaround against Israel Adesanya? I don't think so. I think the winner of, I don't think anyone is here. I think Israel Adesanya is going to move up a weight class and take on the current 205-pound champion, Jamahal Hill. Now, there's a lot of weird little questions going on here, but I think it's absolutely perfect for a very big and a very important storyline in Israel Adesanya's career and his rivalry with not only Alex Pereira, but with also Jan Blachowicz. The winner of this fight, Alex Pereira versus Jan Blachowicz, has been promised a title shot. Well, at least Jan Blachowicz has been anyway. If Alex Pereira wins and Israel Adesanya is the champion, we could get the trilogy in MMA at 205 pounds, and I think that would be absolutely insane, right? So Israel Adesanya fights Jamahal Hill. If he wins, he fights the winner of Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira next, and if it's Alex Pereira or Jan Blachowicz, it's a rematch and it's a super fight either way. Now, the question is, where does Yuri Prochazka stick into this? Where is Yuri Prochazka? We don't know, because it was rumored that Jamahal Hill and Yuri Prochazka were going to fight sometime soon, but Yuri Prochazka's team has come out and said, no, Yuri's not ready yet. He is obviously injured. He's had a terrible shoulder injury, which is a shame, but it seems like potentially what's next for Israel Adesanya could be going up a weight class at UFC 293 and fighting Jamahal Hill for double belt status. Now, please let me know, what do you think about this idea? Do you think that this is liable, or who do you think Israel Adesanya will fight at UFC 293? It's almost pretty much been confirmed that Israel Adesanya will fight at UFC 293 and he will be the headliner. But against who? There's no options at middleweight at all, unless he's going to fight like Jared Cannonier again. But even then, I'm pretty sure Cannonier might be booked. But the point is, who's he going to fight? And he's going to have to fight someone. And if Dana White's smiling and saying that there's an announcement soon, it doesn't have anything to do with Robert Whittaker. If they're planning on doing an announcement soon, it's got nothing to do with Robert Whittaker versus Dricus du Plessis. The winner of that fight will fight Israel Adesanya eventually, but I think it's going to be after Jamahal Hill fights Israel Adesanya. Jamahal Hill's probably going to be wanting to defend his belt sometime soon. You know, he hasn't fought since, 2000 I mean, he's fought this year, but he hasn't fought since January of this year. It's been 4 months, no fight announcements, no nothing. Jamahal Hill wants to fight soon, and he might want to fight Israel Adesanya, defend his belt against an upcoming guy from a different weight class, moving up a weight class. Stylistically decent matchup, striker versus striker. Jamahal Hill looked really good recently. We know Jamahal Hill has power. We know that Israel Adesanya, he can get hit. Although he looked really good in his last fight, Alex Pereira still did touch him in that 5th round. So we do know that Israel Adesanya can be touched. As Jamahal Hill might see that as an opportunity for him to beat Israel Adesanya. And then, ideally, Israel Adesanya wins and then fights the winner of Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira, because it would be a rematch with Jan Blachowicz to get a win back. And then for Alex Pereira, it will be a trilogy. It'll be massive. I think that's a really logical explanation of what could potentially happen at UFC 293. I'm very interested to hear what you guys think. Do you guys think that Israel Adesanya fights somebody else? Do you think Israel Adesanya isn't even on the card? Do you think this is a dumb idea? Do you think Israel Adesanya even fights like Yuri Prochazka? Who knows what's going on, man? We do know that he's probably not fighting Chimaev. We know that he's not going to be fighting the winner of Robert Whittaker versus Dricus du Plessis, most likely. I think there's a lot of options, man. I think there's a lot of options to explore, and I'm very interested to know, who do you think Israel Adesanya will be fighting in the headline of UFC 293?